Hi. All right. It's me. Me, Bandana Hawk. Um, let's make shit, you know? We're gonna draw something. I don't know what. I don't know why. Look, it's Rod. We're gonna draw Rod. Come here. No, come here. We're gonna draw my coffee cup. No. Sure. We'll draw my coffee cup. No, that's so complicated. Ah! This is my problem. I will forever make excuses as to why I can't start drawing something. Like, no, it's not the right subject. No, I can't. I can't draw this. It's outside of my skills. Well, okay. So we're just gonna draw something. We're gonna draw something. I'm trying to draw this. This. It's a flashlight. Okay. We're just gonna start. We're not gonna do a gradient today, because I started doing this too late. We're just gonna do it. But I have my coffee, I have my pencil, I have my eraser, and we're gonna do the thing. I can't draw vertical straight lines without turning the paper. Okay, so like I looked up or not looked up. Rod was watching a video of how to draw cylinders really well. Granted, the guy was like doing a full sort of tutorial on drawing as a whole. Um, in total, not as a bottom. Even though I did not watch the video, I'm going to try and follow. So he has this like this skeleton of sorts, and then like an ellipse on the top. And then he said like the bottom one is also an ellipse, but it's more. This is what I don't really understand. He said the bottom ellipse is supposed to be more open. Supposed to be more open, but you favor the one side? I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I understood what he meant. I'm realizing I may not. You make the parallel lines on the side a little perpendicular so that they look that the bottom ellipse is a little smaller than the top one, but it is more open. So in case y'all couldn't hear that, what he said is instead of doing perfectly straight lines for the vertical lines, you want to kind of like draw them in to the center of the shape as if the lines are going to converge or meet in some sort of far off end point, vanishing point. That way it makes the bottom of the cylinder seem further away, because when you're looking at a cylinder, typically the top of the cylinder is closest to your eye line, so it's closest in perspective. Again, I know nothing. I know jack shit about perspective. All right, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. So it has basically three sections. This like flat section, and then there's these ridges up here, and then there's this very tippy top. I'm thinking what we could do is divide the cylinder into thirds. So now we have our three sections. The center section, which should be the biggest, which it looks like it is done, except for rendering the texture. So now we need, up at the tippy top, there's these circles that are like dimples. And they have like little circles on the inside. They're really kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know if that really worked the way I wanted it to, but it's fine. We're just gonna move on. This is a sketch. This is practice. So it's like, it's not supposed to be perfect. Okay, so now we have this like next row. I don't think I'm doing this perspective quite right. I think I really need to take a deep dive into perspective because that's part of why I struggle um, with drawing real objects is that I don't really have any sort of experience with perspective. And it's coming back to bite me here. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I'm not capturing. That's my fault. That's that's on me. Part of the problem I'm having is that I'm getting really into doing to rendering things with only pencil. Because I want to be able to show texture as well as form shading with just pencil before I get really into like a ton of different mediums. I want to kind of restrict my mediums so that I don't go overboard and I don't try to do too much too fast. So I've been trying to render everything in pencil. I'm starting to get into like ink pen because I figure that getting better with pencil will give me skills that I can apply to other mediums. And I think it's working. I mean, I think I'm improving little by little. I just need to keep practicing, which is the hardest part for me because I hate doing things that I don't feel immediately successful at. But that's why this channel exists. But I really want to render everything in pencil for a while just to try and get a handle on like how to use what I have to make a thing. So that's why you'll see me using pencil a lot, primarily, particularly with these like sketch days, sketch mornings. I don't know what I'm going to be calling these. Rod's cooking Brussels sprouts, and I am undecided about how I feel. Also, it doesn't help that I can't see the subject very well because it's over there in a shadow. See, this is why you draw light when you're sketching. I am not drawing very light. I'm drawing very heavy, and it's a mistake. I'll be honest. I'm sort of winging it. I'm winging a lot of this. I don't really know what I'm doing. Also, I'm kind of trying to shade it like an ink pen, with just like lines. And the reason I'm trying to do that is because like metal has this very like shiny texture, and I'm trying to replicate that. And I don't think I'm doing a great job. But oh yeah, there's like a button at the top that's like dimple textured. Now how do I want to do like a dimple texture? I think we're gonna try this. I've never really tried texturing before. Um, I'm not very experienced with it. I'm not very good at it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I watched a video where the guy was like, "Yeah, like you just pick a pattern that looks kind of good and then repeat it. And like you can worry about shading later." And yeah, wait, that's kind of like it's really not that bad. Just needs a little shape. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell that's a button. I honestly don't know if you can tell. But let's kind of start to render, I guess, the lines, the edges. Do I want those defined? I guess I want them defined. I think that's okay. I think that's all right. Just take a look. There. Okay. I'm not drawing the little like wrist strap thing. I think I'm good. Yeah, I admit that the shading on the top needs work. I need to figure out how to shade in a way that like distinct objects look distinct. Um the way I always distinguish between like different colors or different textures or different shadings is I tend to go in and shade kind of heavily. I don't think that's always the right move. I think I should start holding off on rendering like shadows and shading until closer to the end when I have more of the textures. And then that might help. I do need to do texture practice. I think that'll be one of the ones I do soon. Um, but yeah, today was just like a first little test at this like coffee sketch format I want to do, where I just kind of vlog while I sketch in the morning, so that I can make sure that I do some sort of daily sketch practice, as well as also just sort of like update y'all about me. There's nothing to really update today. I'm tired. I need to start going to bed earlier. Um, I did not want to get up this morning. I meant to get up earlier for this sketching. That I did not do. I got up at my same usual time. I have to stream shortly, which I'm not upset about. I'm excited. But I'm not here to talk about streaming. That's not really the point. The point is like a big logo here that I want to try and I don't even know what it says. I think it says blazing LED is what it says. I don't know if I'll be able to fit that, but you know, there's like some flame. I can't draw flames. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I even attempted to do the logo. Something about my brain. What a disaster.